Welcome to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
Where we'll hang out and discuss all things fantasy football.
Go rock this thing, huh? Love you, man. Go get it.
We'll give our best fantasy advice, predictions, insights, and more.
Play our game. All right? Play hard, but stay poised. Get it done.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. The show starts with Devin, Rick, and Quinn right now.
What's up, first
Fantasy
football first fans?
That's what
it's a different look if you've been watching us.
Yeah,
got a new table. We have
some
our
goods.
logo right there.
We're gonna be mixing some more stuff up still, but
you can't see it. But there's a little DeAndre Hopkins on the Texans Lego guy.
Oh, you can see it. I don't know why he's mentioning that. He didn't say it. You never know.
Hey, man, I just sometimes the past is the future.
Yeah.
He could be on the Texans next year.
Wouldn't that be something?
It would be something.
All right. So what we got here is week 4 waiver wire pickups for you. We each have a couple that we kind of came up with. I'm going to have the same ones because what we do is we brainstorm individually and then we get together so that we can kind of bring the best advice to you guys. So without further ado, boom, boom.
Let's have Devin here start us off.
All right. I got Mr. Carlos Hyde as a waiver wire pickup.
Nice.
It's an interesting pickup.
Yeah,
very interesting.
Chris Carson just got injured.
Boom.
He dodged a long-term injury. So he's not out for long. It's looking like he might be back next week. Maybe.
It is a knee injury, though, and those things are kind of serious.
It's a knee strain, which is why you would pick up Carlos Hyde if you have the room, like just an extra little spot. Because if he comes in next week, he could easily re-injure it again.
Yeah.
And that would be worse than the one we just witnessed.
Yeah.
So, if you have Carlos Hyde this week,
for sizzle my nizzle,
you can get him a lot cheaper.
Especially if you had Carson before and you need someone to pick up, he could be your guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. We got there, Quinsky.
My first guy off the list is Alan Lazard. Rostered in 39%, so he's still out there in a decent amount of leagues. Now, I said this from the beginning that Lazard's going to be a beast on that team.
Yeah.
Obviously, he wasn't going to be better than Devontae Adams, but Adams over the years has been struggling with injury. He went out and Alan Lazard played 8 targets. I think it's good to pick him up because even if Devontae Adams is in here, they're playing against Falcons Monday, and every team that's gone against the Falcons have given all different sorts of wide receivers money.
So are you liking Lazard better than Valdez-Scantling?
I love him.
Okay.
Even the team, Aaron Rodgers discussed Alan Lazard being the next top wide receiver on the team. Yeah. He's listed as wide receiver number 2 on their depth chart.
I liked Valdez-Scantling for the Green Bay game just last night because we're recording on Monday. And Alan Lazard went off, and I'm kind of sold on Lazard now.
It's almost like they're back and forth now because the previous week it was Valdez-Scantling had a better game.
Well, actually,
this week Lazard. Does that mean next week it's going to be Scantling?
Yeah, in the first week they both went off though.
Yeah,
Scantling went off a little bit more, but Alan Lazard still got 17 points fantasy wise.
It's pretty nice.
It's pretty nice. So Alan Lazard is said to be wide receiver number 3 on the team.
All right,
and Monday night game.
Pick him up if you want.
Yeah.
I've got a running back named Chase Edmonds. Now, he's available in some leagues still. He's the backup to Kenyon Drake, who has looked awful. Yeah. I have to be the one to admit that I gave you guys the advice to play Kenyon Drake with, not that you weren't probably going to if you have him, but I was pretty confident he was going to go off, and he didn't. He laid another dud. So I did some more research into him, and he's pretty much known for his duds, actually. Last year, he had 9 kind of dud games with only 3 really good. I mean, they were really good games, and they're towards the end of last year. Mm-hmm. But other than that, even with Arizona, his games were mediocre at best. So I'm having the feeling that he's going to have these mediocre at best games with a pop-in of a really good game here and there. But the way Chase Edmonds has been playing, he's actually looked like the better back. So we could see a swap. So if you pick up Edmonds now and that swap does happen, you're preparing yourself for that, and you could have yourself a pretty good back. So
for sure. I mean, it's a high-powered offense.
He is also someone you could pop in as a flex spot or something if you need to, or during bye weeks, and he still gets you 8, 10, 12 points. But if he takes over, then he could be that next level. So
for sure,
that's Mr. Chase Edmonds, Arizona Cardinals.
Nice pick.
My next guy, I have Mr. Brian Hill. Pretty much same thing as Chase Edmonds. Todd Gurley has looked awful this year. Mm-hmm. Todd Gurley has been playing 50% of the snaps.
Yeah.
which is not good at all when you consider some of the top backs in the league have more than 90% of the snaps.
Yeah.
Brian Hill has played 35% of the snaps.
Yeah.
I kind of see a slow
And he's looked pretty good doing it.
Yeah, he has looked really good doing it. He got a touchdown last week. The Atlanta Falcons aren't winning their games, mainly because of their defense, but I can absolutely see a change in running game a little bit. Maybe trade away Todd Gurley.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can get value for him, that could be an option.
Yeah, Brian Hill is definitely someone that you could stash away just in case.
All right, who got there, Quinn?
One of my favorite pickups, I think, of this whole year, Cole Beasley.
Oh,
yeah.
Or I'd like to say Cole Beastly.
Yeah.
Every single year, he's there. Yeah. He's on the team. And my favorite part about Cole Beasley is he's got a high ceiling with a mid-range floor. He's always a safe play. You know, he's going to get you 9 to 12 points every week. And some of those weeks he's going to have an explosive game.
Yeah.
As of last week when he got his 6 catches for 100 yards.
So a decent flex play, wide receiver 3, bye week fill in.
The good thing about this is he's on a high power offense as well. Josh Allen is looking to be an MVP this year. He's in the talks right now. Of course, he's got to go against Russell Wilson at the moment too, but Josh Allen is looking like
goes off against that team.
Looking like a crazy team.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they have played the lesser type guys, struggled a little bit against the Rams, but you know, they got that
they should
very
have lost
lucky
against the
call.
Rams, actually,
they got that very lucky call.
They gave him that free play at the end, that pass interference.
But if we were basing this on, you know, lucky plays and stuff, then this is what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, they still had to take the next play and score, and they did. So it wasn't like it was just given to them, but still.
He's available in 90% of leagues.
Yep.
So pick him up because he's going to be the great bye-week filler.
I agree.
All right. Mine's for probably a couple more weeks from now, but if you prepare, Alshon Jeffrey's coming back. Normally I wasn't too high on him, but with the way the Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver situation is headed, they don't have any. Yeah. So Jeffrey, I mean, he's very injury prone as well, but he could still get you a few good games, especially during these bye weeks that are coming up. So if you pick him up now, I don't think he's playing this week, but it looks like probably the following week they're scheduling it for. He doesn't have any setbacks. He could be a good bye week fill-in. He gets targeted a lot in the end zone, so he could easily get you a touchdown and some scores. He's had big games too.
Yep.
And without them having any wide receiver help right now, he could definitely be a good play for you.
Yeah.
So, Mr.
Sounds
Alshon
like
Jeffrey, Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
I agree.
Got another one?
I had him to start out, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't keep him. He's not good enough to keep. But now that he's had, you know, a few weeks off and it looks like he's going to be playing. Yeah. I mean, if you wait till next week, you might not get him because, or at least for free or cheap, if you play with Fab money or whatever, you'll get him for free right now, probably if you bid on him, or very low.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna, but if you wait till next week or the week after, when everybody says he's coming back, you might have to pay for him. So that's why you get a step ahead of everybody.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right.
Yeah. My next guy is Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like
his pick.
Justin Jefferson.
Boy, what a game, huh?
Yeah.
You know why he had a really good game?
Adam Thielen did.
This guy just dropped him.
Oh, well, that was a couple
weeks
ago.
That's why he had a good game. Kirk Cousins has looked, terrible from the start.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, week 1, he did do decent for fantasy, but not for their team.
Thielen.
Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
Dude, what am I thinking?
Allen Lazard, Adam Thielen. He's got a lot of these A receivers.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Adam Thielen.
A Beast Beasley.
You think of it in Adam Thielen as looking at it, and Justin Jefferson didn't do anything, and Beepsy, Alia Hobbly. You don't expect Justin Jefferson to do anything on the offense that looks like nothing. Yeah. And then he comes in, he gets 7 receptions, 176 yards.
He pretty much just reenacted Stephon Diggs when he had his big games on the Vikings.
I don't know. I don't recall Stephon Diggs ever having 175 yards.
No, he had a huge explosive games for minimal catches.
Yeah. Yeah. That is true. He's playing that role. I mean, he's going to come in and get those.
Maybe not 175 yards.
Well, that's the reason why I dropped him. They told him that he was going to be wide receiver 3. There's not much value on that team when Dalvin Cook and Adam Thielen is going to take over. And then he explodes and, maybe they found their next Stephon Diggs.
Yeah. Well, that's what they drafted him for. It's just usually it takes rookies a while to excel. And, once again, with this Justin Jefferson, he is a rookie. So we saw this explosion, but that wouldn't put him past him next week to go 3 for 33 either. He's definitely a wide receiver 3 flex play or bye week fill in until we see some more weeks of this kind of reproduction.
But this week shows his ceiling.
Yeah, he's
shows his value.
You could put him in there.
He's definitely a good pickup.
Yeah, for sure. Very true. You got another one for us, Devin?
Yeah, I do. The Indianapolis tight end situation. Yeah, Moali Cox.
That is who I have as well.
Really?
Cox.
All right, good.
In 3 games, he only had 11 targets, though, which is not good at all. But he does seem to be stepping into that leading tight end situation. Jack Doyle was out week 2. Week 3, he had quite a few snaps, but he wasn't targeted at all. I'm guessing they just kind of, let him rest. But week 4, he should be stepping in.
Well, I mean, we talked about that from the beginning, that Phillip Rivers loves his tight ends. Of course, there's been injury situations. But, I mean, now we're seeing that it is injuries take place, that Moali Cox is going to be that tight end.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe he'll just take over. Maybe Jack Doyle won't be the option anymore. I mean,
yeah, it could be.
It could be.
But
I mean, he's younger and looks pretty big and pretty fast.
Moali Cox is the type of tight end to make acrobatic plays and catches. As you know, there he's got some insane highlights if you want to check those out.
Very few, but they are insane.
Yeah.
So, Moali Cox for you.
Moali Cox.
All right, you guys got any others?
I have Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk, another rookie.
He finally found some targets, but not with Jimmy G.
Yeah.
So that's the problem here. We still know what he's going to do with Jimmy G.
Got to keep an eye on that situation.
But I'm saying without Garoppolo, with Mullins playing, I would start him.
Yeah. We also look at the
every
Deebo
week.
Samuel situation too, because once he comes back, I think he'll be the number 1 target. Right now, they're missing that number 1 target, so they're trying to find that production. And Brandon Ayuk has filled in nicely for that.
It seems like a lot of these rookie wide receivers are really forced to step into that big role.
Having a lot of injuries.
Yep.
But that's the whole San Francisco situation is very fluid. So you're gonna have to pay attention to it, see who's playing, who's not, and take it from there. But this week it looks like Brandon Ayuk should be another good play for you.
Any more?
I got T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
Another rookie.
Oh, yeah, T. Higgins.
Rookies galore. They're showing their true colors.
He got 9 targets last week, 2 touchdowns.
Well, the only problem with T. Higgins is Joe Burrow has looked good.
Yeah.
But he's still a rookie.
Well,
he's throwing everywhere every week 1.
Joe Burrow hasn't looked that good. He's just thrown a lot.
Yeah.
So for fantasy-wise, that's been pretty good that they've been throwing a ton of passes and getting some production from some of these people. I would think the one thing that I've at least learned from this is that I think AJ Green is probably on his way out.
Yeah.
I mean, he just hasn't looked that great. He's dropped a lot of passes. He's had a ton of targets too. He looks a little bit slower. Now, if he's still coming back, it's fine, but he's an older dude, and I just think that he's definitely probably on his last leg.
The only thing I would say about T. Higgins as well is there's a lot of wide receiver action on that team.
Yeah.
There's John Ross, Tyler Boyd, Michael Thomas.
Yeah, and Boyd looks really good.
I think about week 8 is when we'll see where Joe Burrow really wants to go, because he's been throwing to everybody right now. So it's really hard to say. I mean, even Drew Sample, tight end, is getting some looks as well.
I just want to add one more thing to Justin Jefferson. I mean, his next 3 games is Houston, Seattle, Atlanta, and then there's the bye week, and then after that it's Green Bay, then Detroit. He has a very, very good
schedule coming up.
Very good schedule coming up. So, I mean, we could see this explosive game again within the next few weeks.
Very true. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, those are some of our waiver wire pickups for week 4 for you guys. Hope that might be helpful for you. Let us know in the comments below if you have some players that you think could be helpful to other people, or if there's one of the players you don't like that we talked about. Let us know about that too. We appreciate you watching. If you wouldn't mind liking the video, that helps out. We appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, if you want to get more videos from us, and then if you hit the notifications bell, it will notify you and let you know as soon as they come out. Right now, our schedule is at least Mondays and late Fridays for you guys. We're going to have the waiver wire pickups and then the start sits, and then we might have some videos in between there depending on what's going on, or if something big and breaking happens. We'll try to get that out for you as well. But that's it for now. So we won't bombard you with a ton of videos, but a couple helpful videos each week, and we'll go from there. We're trying to build a community. So once again, if you got any questions, comments, concerns, let us know below. Otherwise, we appreciate you watching, and remember to finish first.
Thank you for listening to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Jackson throws complete. Crabtree has it for a touchdown.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Get more fantasy info and check us out at FantasyFootballFirst.com.